Hey, welcome back to the newest episode of Some Good Library News. I'm excited to tell you that we are entering a new phase into our reopening that will include hour-long sessions inside Meeting Room A using the computers. And I'm going to show you a little bit about the behind the scenes of how that will look here. Check it out. Hey, Miss Kathy, what are you doing right now?
Well, I'm helping someone attach a file to their email.
How are you doing that?
Well, I'm doing that remotely. I'm helping someone that's in Meeting Room A using a computer, and I can access their screen and help them attach their file.
That's awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
As you can tell, Meeting Room A looks a little bit different than it did before. It has been retrofitted with 6 public access computers, so patrons can come in by appointment starting today and access the internet, their email, fax, scan, and print. Thank you so much, Kathy, for taking the time with me at the help desk today to talk about how we will be able to remotely assist you with technology, faxing, scanning, and printing, and moving us closer and closer to those in-person services now that it's safer to do so. Curbside Library will continue to offer checking out materials, faxing, scanning, and printing at your convenience from 10 to 5 on weekdays and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. And then again, your digital library is always open 24/7 to access movies, audiobooks, ebooks, comics, magazines, music, and more. If you have any questions about that, please connect with us at iowabpl@gmail.com.
Remember, you can bring your items to the outside drop boxes off of Main Street. And
it's fine right now.
Our exclusive interview this episode is with Joe, our digital design and public services aide. Stephanie, our reporter on scene, will give you that interview now.
So you may recognize today's staff member from January's Spotlight. So let's welcome Joe. Hi,
Hello.
Joe. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
So the first question is, what is your position at the library?
So I'm a library aide, and I do some graphic design work here and there.
Perfect. And how long have you been at the library?
I started on August 5th, 2019.
Okay. So what is graphic design?
Graphic design, I guess there's a lot of ways to put it. One way you could say is that is a digital, physical form of presenting information, or like a brand identity, making it pleasing, interesting, or in some cases shocking, depending on the message. It's a way of getting information across, I guess.
And you've been doing a ton of that right now, especially on our social media.
Yeah.
How is your department responding to COVID-19?
We're responding to COVID-19 by providing the curbside service and making our books available to the public. And I've been responding to it by kind of showing off that we have been starting this through our social media pages and making graphics for that.
And they've helped out a lot. They've answered a lot of patron questions that way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything in particular you want to share? Like maybe in the process of graphic design. Do you have a screen share or anything?
Oh, yeah. I guess I could show you the process of what it's like to create these graphics. So let's say for the summer reading program, I had to come up with a graphic for that. So this is what I've come up with for the theme for this year's summer reading program called Imagine Your Story. And this is what I've created for that graphic in Adobe Illustrator. And as you can see, this is what a basic Illustrator file kind of looks like with all your different shapes created together. So all these shapes you see here are created using pen tool, so I can make any shape I want. And then if I want to combine shapes to make a new shape, then I can just do this, and then we have a new shape, and I can color it however I want. And that kind of made this castle here, this beanstalk, sword, wave, book, and everything you see here. Yeah.
That is really cool.
Then I can, if I want to create something else like this hoopla ad, which is kind of a play on the theme here, then I can change that, add some colors to make it kind of like a night type of scene, add some other stuff to there, create a moon, and I took the sun that was up here and I dragged it down here. And now it's kind of like a little afternoon, evening, night scene for hoopla.
And that's actually on our Instagram right now as well. So if people want to take a look at it, it is up.
I also use InDesign to create our newsletter. So that is what this looks like. It's kind of like a Word document, but with more features. And if you move a little bit of text around or a picture, you will mess up your entire thing. So,
Oh goodness.
yeah. So that's what that kind of looks like. And then I can drag and drop wherever I want that to go. Or edit this. So that's basically my kind of end of what I kind of do here.
And we appreciate it. We constantly say, this looks messy now because Joe hasn't touched it yet.
And I appreciate everyone here for all the help they have given me as well.
It's a great team. We're very lucky. So tell me, what is your favorite aspect of your services and any interactions you've had?
See, I definitely appreciate seeing all the people through social media saying, we're so glad you're offering this service. It really makes me feel good to be able to be helping people, especially during this time of need. I see a lot of comments saying, we miss the library and we miss all you too. It's definitely something we're really excited to finally be able to open at some point.
We're getting closer and closer. I know I say this all the time, but we are getting so close to opening up and seeing our patrons again. And we are so excited. Well, thank you, Joe, for joining us and telling us a little bit more about what you do at the library.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Joe, for telling us a little bit more about what you do. I know I have gained a greater understanding and appreciation for graphic design. Speaking of which, check out our amazing summer reading t-shirts. Registration began June 1st, and that's some good library news. Back to you, Sam.
Thank you so much, Joe and Stephanie, for sharing a little bit about the behind-the-scenes work that you do for us to make summer reading and library services great. I'm already very honored and proud to serve on this team, but every single time I learn something new that you're all doing that helps my job and supports the community even more. So thank you so much. So yeah, I noticed that your last report didn't have that TSP cover on it stuff, and if you could just go ahead and do that, that'd be great.
Error? Now what do I do?
Yeah, did you happen to get that cover for me?
Got it for you right there.
How did you get it so fast?
The Burlington Public Library has online printing now.
That's awesome. Our local hopeful news story comes from Tanisha Chalupa and the organizers of the Vigil for George Floyd, and watching our community come together, as Dr. Martin Luther King once remarked, not in darkness, because darkness cannot cover darkness, only light can, and not in hate, because hate cannot squash out hate, only love can. Thank you all for your work and your commitment to the cause. Lastly, the weather report with Sarah and her local newshound, our weather dog with the nose for news. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. I'm here with Lily, the weather pup. We're out in the garden, just taking in some of the nice sun here. And we are, you know, it's getting warm. It's really getting warm, and we've been thinking about this summer, well, it is summer, excuse me. This weekend, it's going to be pretty warm, so you're really going to want to cool off, perhaps with a play in the sunshine and a cold hose. It seems my informant won't hold still. She's not listening. Surprise. Do dogs listen? Do they? But I have to, oh, she said cool off with a hose? I'm in. Let me at it. Oh yeah, you like that? Yeah, she says this weekend is a good time to cool off with the hose. Ah! She says somebody got me. I don't like it. Back to you, Sam.
My name is Sam Helmick, and I'm your Public Services Manager and Some Good Library News anchor. And remember, we love you, we miss you, and we look forward to serving you again at the Burlington Public Library. Until then, take care.